So DB Group are predominantly an energy broker, an energy consultancy. And what we try to do is help our clients to save energy. So where we look at their, our core business as being, procuring contracts for our clients, and that's in the, large companies and small SMEs as well, is we try to help them with ways to save energy. So my role within the business is really to look at ways to help people be more efficient. And that's why we use three really core areas: through innovation, through education, and through communication. And it's trying to help our clients to spread the word and share the success, and look at ways to be more efficient. How we see the future net zero working with us or working for us is that we work with lots of our clients looking at SECR, ESOS, all these different governmental schemes, but actually none of them give you an accreditation. And what's really useful with this is that we can use it for not just your large companies that are already producing these figures, but for the small companies that maybe don't necessarily bring together their electricity, their gas, their transport, their different ways of travel that can actually give them their carbon emissions, and look at ways to help them reduce that. I found it was really easy to use. It literally took an hour to set it up. But the beauty of that was that I had the data to hand. And I think that's what's really important, is that when you're looking at your electricity, gas, and your transport, you have that data readily available. And once you've got that data, to actually upload it to the tool, the platform, is really, really simple. And it was great. It gives you that metric straight away, per employee, per turnover. You can choose different metrics to suit your business model. It allows you to see how how you are against your peers ultimately, but as you are as a business. Every business is different, so it allows you to see where you are. The key things that stood out for me was really not realizing that our gas was 3 times the consumption as our electric was. And so looking at that gives me something to focus on now, and say, right, we need to look at our gas consumption. So when we looked at we put a baseline or a benchmark as being 2018. So it was nice to be able to go back a couple of years as well, because ultimately we don't want to just start from today. We want to be able to look back historically, because we have done lots of things to the business. We've put LED lighting in, and we've put controls in for our boilers and things. So we wanted to show the reduction over that period. But what was quite interesting was looking at some of the the travel that we did, and the electricity was quite high, and looking at what we did. So when I first joined the business, when we were looking at ways to save energy, we had AC cassettes, which are quite energy intensive to operate, but we also had wet radiator heating as well. So there was lots of systems that were just conflicting against one another. So we tried to then model the business of what do we actually need to use to try and reduce our consumption. What people want to see is a really usability system. It's user friendly, it's easy to navigate your way around. It's an accreditation, so it's giving you something back. I think when we do a lot of these schemes like SECR and ESOS, they're quite expensive. They operate, and people want something out of it. They want to have that, whether it's a bronze, a silver, a gold, or platinum, as you may receive your accreditation. It's just nice to get something back, and I think it's great. It's great for your CSR. It's great for building your reputation, your brand, your commitment to energy efficiency, and raising awareness. You can publicize that on your website, on your emails, and things. So it's a really nice thing to be able to show your commitment to energy reduction. Yeah, of course. It really is. It has been a big industry leader, so the high energy users that have had to comply with legislation and regulation in the UK. But ultimately, we want the smaller companies to be able to join in that as well, to show that they have made a contribution towards our net zero targets as well. And this is a great way to do that. And I think it just allows you to bring all your data to one platform. It allows you to see how you're improving and the steps that you've taken to get your emissions lower. So yes, I think it's a great tool for everybody to be able to use, not just the big ones out there.